So our work is focused on efficiently scaling selective kernel attention TDNNs for learning speaker embeddings. So speech tasks such as text-to-speech and speaker verification require speaker embeddings. Speaker embeddings are vector representations that uniquely identify a speaker. The diagram you see below shows a typical speaker embedding model. The input signal is passed through a front end which extracts the frame level embeddings. These embeddings are then taken through the encoder, which is responsible for capturing most of the features from the speech. The output is then taken through a pooling layer, a projector, and this eventually gives us a speaker embedding. Our work builds on a baseline, and our goal for this study is to try and improve the efficiency of the encoder architectures on that baseline and try to obtain better results. The primary task we'll be using to evaluate our results will be speaker verification, and the metric that we will use is the equal error rate.
Our baseline architecture is a selective kernel extension TDNN. It employs SKA, which is a mechanism that adaptively selects the kernel size. It comprises of two modules. The first is a 2D CNN module that employs the selective kernel extension across the frequency and channel. Next, we have a 1D CNN module that takes the entire input and splits it into segments, each of which are attended. We argue that the SKA TDNN may not be efficiently parameterized. The 1D CNN could do with far fewer output channels, and there's need for more predefined kernel sizes for the multi-scale SKA. The depth should also be prioritized. So the first thing we do is we take the SKA TDNN, the 1D CNN module, and we scale it down by half. So that's reducing the output channels, which typically in literature is referred to as the dimensionality of the model. Next, we provide more predefined kernel sizes to be attended to. So one smaller, that's 3, and one larger, that's 9. We then go deeper with our 1D CNN module. So initially there are 3 multi-scale selective kernel attention blocks, and we add another one. And we maintain the same concatenation into the conv1D at the end. Next, we go deeper with our 2D CNN module, adding another frequency and channel-wise selective kernel attention block. We maintain the same order of frequency-wise first and channel-wise second. We then train our models on voxelab 1 and maintain the same augmentations, test set, protocol, loss, scheduler, optimizer as the baseline. And we extract 3-second segments for validation and 6-second segments for inference. After training, we get our embeddings. Here's a representation of the reduced embeddings of 5 speakers from an out-of-domain distribution. And here are our speaker verification results on the Vox1O protocol. Our baseline SKA TDNN is our reference point with 36.5 million parameters. And we see that even our smaller model of 19.3 million parameters is able to slightly improve the performance. We find the most significant gain by deepening the 2D CNN frequency and channel-wise SKA blocks at the cost of 3 extra million parameters. From our results, we see that scaling down the 1D CNN channels has no degradation on the performance, and in fact just narrows the tail of the attention weights distribution. Providing more predefined kernel sizes offers a more significant improvement, and this improvement was almost entirely because of the larger kernel size. The largest single improvement was found by deepening the 2D CNN module, and this is in line with findings from the baseline, where this module alone provides the best performance from the vanilla TDNN. We demonstrate 4 architectural modifications from the baseline that illustrate how to efficiently scale the baseline's model's parameters. We provide fully reproducible end-to-end recipes in our repository, and our models are on Hugging Face. We also demonstrate our work using a Colab notebook that accompanies this presentation in the description. For future work, we'll combine these modifications to build a competitive unified embedding model. We'll train this model on the larger and more common voxelab 2 and benchmark it against other state-of-the-art models on speaker verification and target speaker extraction.